Hello everybody, how are you? My name is Lorenzo and you're watching my video. Okay, so I just finished the Microsoft E3 press conference, and first off I'm going to try and go through all the press conferences, at least the big three. So I guess we'll start with Microsoft, and I'll go in order of the order of what I saw. So I guess let's get started. Halo 4, they showed off that at the very beginning. Halo 4 looked really good. What can I say? It looks amazing. The new planet, it's very kind of lush and green. I like that. It's very cool. And they started off with a whole live action sequence depicting sort of the very beginning of setting up why you're not why it's there and stuff. Why the story, like showing you how the story got to where it is. The one thing that I kind of found weird was that there's a new enemy type, and it sort of looks like Megatron from the Transformers movies. It just looks kind of weird because it got all up close and it looked like Megatron. I was like, meh. So there is that. Splinter Cell Blacklist. It's a Splinter Cell game. It looks cool. Some of the takedowns and the stuff like that are really brutal. Like, I cringed when I saw them, but it looks awesome. They added a new mechanic where, like how you in the last Splinter Cell game, you could target people and then you could just quickly shoot them, all fast and stuff. But here they made it where you can target people and then move through the environment and continually move. So it's you're Neo or something. So you go all while moving and stuff, which is kind of cool. The sad part, the thing that I didn't like about that is that they got a new voice actor, which is kind of sad. I like Michael Ironside, but what are you gonna do? FIFA 13. So they showed off. EA Sports came out and they showed off their Connect with the sports thing. They showed FIFA and Madden. For FIFA, you could use your voice, but from the video I saw, I wasn't sure if you were actually playing or if that was a game mode where you just use your voice to control things, because there were commands like shoot, pass to me, and it was just well, is he are you moving? I just wasn't sure about that. Madden 13, that one I did know. They played it right there. Joe Montana came out and played it right there. And it looks actually really sweet. I don't really like the Madden games, but it looks pretty awesome how normally you'd have to go through menus, select all this stuff beforehand. You could just sit there, start it, and say number whatever, move here. You could make the plays right there just with your voice. They said stuff, they were doing audibles, they were fixing routes, they told the guy to hurry up, they told the team to hurry up after a play. It looks really cool as long as it's smooth and not robotic where you have to be number 16, defend, right. That would be kind of annoying. Gears of War Judgment. I haven't really played Gears of War. I've seen them, I know what it is, obviously. I've seen some playthroughs. From what the trailer showed, it looks like Gears. From what I understand, it's a prequel depicting how certain characters got into jail before the first Gears of War, I believe. It looks interesting. If I can play it, I'll play it, but since I don't have an Xbox, that might be difficult. Forza Horizon. So this to me looks less Forza-y and more like a mix between Need for Speed / Burnout and a rally game, a rally racing game, because it was long open road, it was highways and stuff like that, you would travel from coast to coast, and there was some rally stuff. It just looked kind of not so much simulator. I'm not sure if it's still a simulation or if it's more of an arcade game. If it's a simulation Need for Speed, on the highways, stuff like that, that'd be kind of cool. It'd be difficult, but it'd be cool. What they started showing off was a bunch of Kinect and Xbox entertainment type things, so I guess let's start. Kinect, you can speak Spanish to it. A guy went up there and he started speaking hardcore Spanish to it, and it worked perfectly, which is kind of cool, That's pretty cool. And Nickelodeon are coming to Xbox in their TV programming thing. NBA and the NHL are coming next year. Along with 24/7 ESPN programming, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN College, and all that stuff. Microsoft is releasing a new music store called Xbox Music. It's coming to Xbox, Windows 8 PCs, and Windows 8 phone and tablets. It's a music store. What else do you need to know? Nike and Connect have teamed up to bring you Nike Plus Connect training, which is like a fitness type thing, and it's connected with Live to compete with others. So it's pretty much saying, well, you don't like to exercise, but you do like to beat people in online games. So we're going to combine the two so you'll want to exercise and beat other people. So there's that. Xbox Smart Glass. This thing I'm sort of meh about, just because what it is, it's your tablet and your phone are connected to your TV, your Xbox actually, and your smart device has info based on whatever it is you're watching to distract you from what you're watching, pretty much. So when you're watching a movie, it would have info about the movie and the actors and whatnot on the phone, so you stop watching whatever you're watching. It makes no sense to me, but hey, whatever. The way they showed it off in games is for Madden, you could use it as a playbook, which is kind of cool, even though they just showed off you could use Kinect to use your voice, which I thought was more impressive. But the playbook is sort of cool. They showed it off for Halo 4, where it would get waypoint data based on whatever you scan or look at in the world. And it also showed that you could, if your friend invites you to a game, you could just use your tablet right there to say, okay, yeah, I'll join the game, and you click it, and then it would save your progress, and then it would go into the multiplayer game. Which is actually a little cool, just to get if you could get a little notification on your phone and be like, oh yeah, sure, but at the same time, you're playing on your TV, so you could easily just go, okay, yeah, I don't know why they couldn't just have a button, that pops up saying, so-and-so invited you, press this button to play. Okay, and you push it, and then boom, you're in. Internet Explorer is also coming to Xbox, and it's unlike other browsers for consoles. It is actually pretty seamless and fluid, and it's actually kind of nice. You can use your smart device to control it, so if you have a device like this, you can scroll up and down with it, you can select stuff, you can do whatever, so it takes away the whole needing mouse and keyboard thing, because controllers aren't really good for controlling the internet, which is why they just gave you the ability to control it with your tablet or smartphone. I believe all of this is coming fall for Xbox and Windows 8 devices. Tomb Raider. They showed off Tomb Raider, and it looks just as good as it was last year. It looks like Uncharted, not necessarily a bad thing, but I kind of feel bad for Laura because they're doing some pretty brutal stuff to her. She's getting really beat up, and I feel bad. Is that weird that I feel bad for a video game character getting just trashed? Because I do. Weird. Ascends New Gods. It's from Signal Studios, the studio that brought you the Toy Soldier series. And it looks like a hack and slash, kind of like God of War. Yeah, that's about it really. That's all they really showed. It was just hack and slashy. There was a big giant. They fought. Looked like QuickTime events, so God of War-ish. I believe that's coming out in 2013 at some point. I'm not really sure though. Lococycle is from Twisted Pixel, and I really have no idea what it is. All it showed was a motorcycle that was glowing with blue lights. It looked like Tron, and just kept talking about a female cadet. I'm guessing something to do with military, some kind of super awesome kick-ass chick. I'm not really sure, and they literally just showed a motorcycle. And it's from Twisted Pixel, and it's coming out in 2013. Matter's from Gore. It was the idea of Gore Verbinski, the guy who created Pirates of the Caribbean, or who directed it. And all it really showed was these two balls, one orange, one blue, which reminded me of Portal. They were white balls with little eyes. They looked like Portal. I really have no idea what this is about. For all I know, just from what I saw, it could be a tilt game, where you try and get the ball from one end to the other by tilting it, not letting it fall. That's what it sort of looked like to me. No idea, really. It is coming out in 2013. Resident Evil 6. We've all seen it. It looks kind of impressive. It's very pretty. It's a pretty game. It's very dark, but it's a pretty dark. There was a lot of QuickTime events though. Not sure I'm digging that because it was a little bit of gameplay and walking around and shooting and stuff. And then there was a big chunk of it that was a cinematic, but it was a QuickTime event to do things a certain way to not die. Yeah, So that's about it for Resident Evil 6. Racketeer. This is a game sort of like Angry Birds. It's Angry Birds in 3D with Kinect features. That's about it, really. It's got a cutesy art style. It's not a bad thing, but it's it's that kind of cutesy little Kinect, family-friendly style thing. It is kind of interesting because you can control the item you throw. So, like, if you throw a single cannon, you can like push it with the Kinect to move it, give it some spin and stuff, and you can there's one where you fly so you can get it into the building and explode it if it's full of explosives, which doesn't make sense to me. Why would you fill a castle full of explosives? I don't know. Racketeer will be coming in the summer to Xbox Live. South Park: The Stick of Truth. It's a South Park game. It looks like the TV show. That's awesome. It's pretty cool. I believe it's an RPG. It's just from what I see. There's wizard made and all that stuff like that. That's the same thing, really. But it looks like an RPG. Pretty sure it is an RPG. It looks really cool. I can't wait to play that. Stray came out to present it, and they were funny as usual. They made a joke about how haven't you always wanted to play a game while connected to your smart tablet, to your smartphone, while connected to your oven, while sitting in your fridge, and it was kind of poking fun at all the, what Microsoft just said, pretty much. Yeah, I don't quite remember when this is coming out. I think next year. Maybe this year, not sure. Dance Central 3. Do I have to say anything else about that? It's Dance Central 3. Usher came out in Dance though, so yeah. Black Ops 2. They saved this one for the end. Not really surprising there. It looks amazing. I can't wait to play it. Maybe I'm just a Call of Duty sheep, but I like Call of Duty. I especially like the Treyarch Call of Duties. Well, Black Ops 2. I like Black Ops 2 better than Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. It looks awesome. They showed off some of the single player as usual. They had a sniper rifle that could see through walls, and if you charge it enough, it could shoot through the wall and kill the person, which I thought was kind of cool. Again, this is all single player, so I'm not going to get into how this could be balancing issues and whatnot. It's purely single player things. And the mission was to escort the president. We have a woman president, by the way, in 2025. It was to escort her from LA to safety because the drones were attacking, and they didn't want her to die because she's the president. So you did that, you protected her, then you used the little recon air drone things that you saw in the FPS Russia video. You used one of those, and you could target it with a watch or something. Yeah, it was kind of cool. You got to fly a jet, sort of. If you remember in Black Ops 2, how they had the helicopter mission where you could move the helicopter and you could maneuver around, but you were still stuck on you going from here to here. It was like that, where you could move around, you could shoot and all that stuff, but you couldn't free roam. It wasn't like Battlefield. However, there was a little bit of destruction on the buildings, which was kind of cool. That's always nice to see. It just gives it a little bit more organic feeling than, hey, I've just shot this building with 5 rockets and it's still standing and it doesn't have a dent in it. So yeah, again, I cannot wait for this game. It looks awesome. It's coming out in November. And that was the Microsoft press conference. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will be bringing you more press conference videos as soon as they are done. Goodbye.